Only a little bit.
Okay, are you live right now or not yet?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
It just started. It's good. I'm hoping people join soon. Alright, now I think they should be able to hear me. Oh. Well, hello. It's nice to see some people here. Yeah, for once we're not in the car. My husband and I both are not having a good health day. Complications of food allergies and
Something claimed it didn't have milk. I had it. I feel fucking horrible.
I'm not sure if I got gluten or not, but I feel extra shitty right now. But I still want to be here for you guys since I'm literally just sitting on a couch.
When you said shitty made me think shitty walk.
No
Do you
Hungarians.
goddamn Mongolians. Hi, welcome to Shitty Walk. Would you like some shitty broccoli?
South Park is gold. Well, it's nice to see so many of you guys here. I hope you're having a better day than I am, and then my husband is. You okay if I show you for a sec?
Sure. What's up? More. Yeah, there you go. What's up, yo?
That's my man. But yeah, we're having to rest because both of us are having stomach trouble. And we're extremely exhausted. But I'm happy that I'm at least able to talk so I can socialize with you guys. Oh, Derek, you've been fighting a bug too? Yeah, so you know what it's like then. It's rough. But it could be worse. And I'm very thankful that it's not worse. For those of you who are new here, I have a bunch of separate chronic illnesses that there is no cure for, and I have to take medicine to manage the symptoms for it. And already being tired from working a lot and having stomach trouble, it equals a bad time for us. So we're trying to stick to the positive and be here for you guys. If there's anything you're going through, I'm sure myself and the others here would like to hear about it so we can support you and help you. Oh, are you saying my eyes are black? I get told that a lot, but they're really just dark brown.
Sorry about the direct light, but
I'm not looking right at it.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, very dark brown. Not black.
She has very brown, pretty eyes.
Answers to basic questions about me and my life are answered in the description for this live stream. Please read it before you ask me any questions.
America. Also, basic things can just be
Yeah, once in a while. Yeah.
Do your chat. Try to be chill.
I love you.
I love you more.
I love you most. I'm gonna. Did you pin the usual comments?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, when you do, I'll pin it.
Please check out her description, like she said, before asking basic questions.
I get sick of being asked, what's my age? Am I married? Do I have kids? Where do I live? I get sick of that. So I've already answered all those questions in a statement I wrote that took me 5 minutes to put together for you guys to answer the most basic and irritating of questions. Hey.
Easy, dude.
I am. Anxiety is a bitch. Tassos, I appreciate the concern. My back is doing pretty nice. I'm just having a lot of stomach trouble right now. And fighting a headache. The kind where it feels like I'm wearing a head wrap tied around my whole head, you know?
It's funny how they actually show him in the first season with some form of intelligence. The zombie is smart enough to use bricks to break open a window.
They really should have followed up on that.
Or smart enough to climb up a ladder.
Right. But
then all of a sudden they have Joe Biden's IQ for the rest of the series.
For real. But my pain is, I am feeling some hip joint pain, but I'm working on slowly medicating, and I'm making myself stay off of my feet. And so it could be a lot worse, but I am still feeling shitty. I wonder how you few who are here are doing. Michael Jackson. That's funny.
Hee hee. Just breathe, love.
I am. I keep getting waves of stomach cramping pain. I'm just trying to breathe through it and ignore it as much as I can. I would appreciate you guys distracting me by talking to me in the chat window. Hello, Chill. Hope your day is going better than mine. And hello, list of a bunch of numbers that I'm way too tired to read out.
251-521-111144. Blah. I gotta start over. 251 251-521-1114-1523920 space 141-523. Hello.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember. I can't read all those. That's too many, especially on my pain management. I appreciate the kind words, Tassos.
101011101. What does that mean? Ah, it's all gibberish. Sees the mirror. 01101101101. Ah.
Ah, goodness.
It's the whitest response ever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my husband takes amazing care of me, and he makes sure that I don't go without anything that I need. I do shout outs if you pay me $1. I have a link to my PayPal and my Cash App in the description of this live stream. And my husband is going to post his info. Oh, I've got to find it and pin it right now. Okay, there it is. I'm going to pin that comment so you guys can see it. We don't expect you guys to donate, but if you're willing and able, it would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's not free.
No.
I'm thinking, Julian. Donate $5 and then I can give you some free liquor. That way he doesn't need a liquor license.
It's like the kid that sold napkins with a free pizza slice. He actually got away with that shit.
Smart kid.
Very smart. We're watching The Walking Dead, the second episode, for background noise. And I forgot how gory and crazy it is. If you haven't seen The Walking Dead and you like zombie stuff, this show's pretty exciting.
Let me know if I need to moderate. I'm searching some stuff up right now.
I will. I love you. Hey, Wasp Shower, it's good to see you. I hope things have been getting better for you in life. Yeah, I ask a single dollar just so that I don't waste my time and I can help gradually earn enough to pay off one of our few bills that are late.
Would you guys like to go with us to Sprouts later on?
It would be pretty interesting, I'm sure, for them to see the inside of it if they've never been before. But $1 to either my PayPal or Cash App or my husband's Cash App or Venmo, and I'll do a shout out for you. I'm exhausted fighting stomach troubles and feeling like I have to make it a couch day. But I'm keeping a positive attitude, and my husband is right next to me. Can I show you?
Sure. What's up, yeah? You guys can see my crazy hair.
I love it. Yeah, we're both having a rest today. We're not sure if it's something we ate or something we caught, but we're both not doing the best. But you guys are a happy distraction for us, and we appreciate you. Does the weather bother me? At night it gets really cold, but thankfully we have a really good space heater for our gecko, our leopard gecko, to always stay warm. And we got a lot of plush blankets and things to keep us warm. If I had to choose between extreme hot or extreme cold, I would rather freeze than burn.
We're gonna get Texas toast while we're there.
Ooh.
And the reason I say I want us to go there is because I remembered looking last night to see their gluten-free options, and I came across this. I don't have to cook it. We can just toss that bitch in the oven.
I'm looking at a picture of gluten-free, already breaded and cooked cod pieces.
Certified 3 times.
I love seafood. Long John Silver's was one of my favorite restaurants when I was a kid. But then celiac struck me 11 years ago.
10 ounces is the whole thing. By the look of the nutrition facts, there's 3 of them in there, and it's $7.99.
That's worth it.
That's not bad at all.
No.
I mean, we have one tilapia, but
Yeah.
we got to clean up like 6 surfaces
Yeah.
just to even do it.
For real. Oh, well, chill guy, I'll be praying for you that you'll be able to hit 1K. Oh, you want a pizza? Food in general doesn't sound too good to me right now. Hey, Thomas, it's good to see you.
Even this?
Huh?
Even this?
Yeah, we've missed seeing
No, I'm
Thomas.
saying even this.
Oh.
Like I was showing the foods.
Oh.
Also found they have this cod and something else, halibut. But for some reason the halibut is more, even though it's the same weight as the first one that I showed you. It's
different quality fish? That would be my best guess.
Well, cod, $7.99, 10 ounces.
Yeah.
10 ounces of halibut, $13. Same weight, same amount of servings.
That's weird.
Just the instinct part of me, the savor is like, let's just get like 2 packs of the cod. We can have fish and chips.
That would be good. Oh, wasp shower. Yeah, we all gotta stand together and help pull up those who are on the floor. Hey, Black Hoodie. It's good to see you again. I'm exhausted, fighting stomach trouble, but mentally and emotionally, I'm not doing too bad. We're watching The Walking Dead, the first season, episode 2 right now, as background noise. It's pretty epic.
Tonight we're gonna have an Italian / seafood treat.
I would love that combo.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar, if you had $1, you would, but your help. Same. Something better than Cash App? I'm not sure what would be better. I only speak English and Spanish. But yeah, Texas toast is really delicious. It's basically toast that's coated with a butter garlic spread. And the flavor is just, it's perfect every time. Oh, nice to meet you guys. So it's only soups and water. Pretty much. I was able to eat a bag of minute rice earlier. It was a broccoli and cheddar cheese flavor. Super tasty, but looking back on it, I probably should have gone with something without cheese, but I love cheese.
YOLO.
And I've been having my Venom Fruit Punch energy drink, which has 100% of the daily recommended amount of several vitamins. And I'm also drinking water in between sips of that.
Why'd you get arrested, Colum?
Mr. Monkey, I can't say that I do, but please don't take it personal. I have poor memory with new names, and I am dealing with a lot of physical pain that requires medical cannabis usage, which does slow my mind and my words.
She's pretty, so she can get away with it.
The options for me are either be in extreme stabbing and burning pain throughout my whole spine and in my pelvic bones, and be bitchy but quick-witted, or be pleasant, pain-free, and a little bit slow. You can kind of tell which option I go with. I appreciate you mods helping me. We are not homeless. We have
Hey, wasp shower.
Yeah. Oh, we got a donut.
That's what I was talking about.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
almost caught
know.
up on the comments. Just give me a second.
You're the real one, Wasp.
Black Hoodie, I appreciate your empathy. And we get what you're going through too, and it sucks. But it could be worse. And we gotta be thankful it's not worse. We're not homeless. We live in a fifth wheel trailer that my husband's parents gave to us as a wedding gift. And our trailer is parked in their backyard at the moment. And it's a comfortable arrangement for now for us. We get full use of all the indoor appliances and things. And it's comfortable. Sleeping in the police, snooping. Ah, that would suck. Oh, hello in Italy. Hey, Faith. Good to see you, girl. Oh, Wasp Shower, I see the $5 donation. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. It all adds up and it helps. For
Thomas, you gotta even it out and get the other side cooking.
Right. Gotta get the rest of my energy drink. Oof.
I almost forgot about mine.
Well, I'm glad I reminded you.
I'm gonna sit up now.
Yeah. Okay, that's...
Did you ever end up taking the glutenese yesterday? And do you want a tripod or you just rather the phone?
This is easier right now.
Okay. Because I was also going to suggest you don't have to have it extended, but if you have it on the tripod, you can set it right there so it's like still hovered.
I'll consider that. After I've woken up a bit more.
Bro, you got to be slow roasted. What you talking about?
Oh, Thomas, your piece of bacon.
That's what I was like. You need to rotate.
Even though my stomach is upset, bacon sounds good right now.
Bacon can never sound too bad.
I can never be someone who doesn't eat bacon.
Hey Thomas, no homo, but if you were a burnt pork chop, I'd eat you. You know, I take it back, full homo. What's up? You looking good?
Hey, Batshite. It's good to see you. Faith, happy you're here. I'm glad to see you guys are here. We're fighting stomach trouble that is forcing us to stay close to home. And we're dealing with really strong I'll just let it go to voicemail.
I was gonna say it's probably like to confirm an appointment on the 17th, I think.
Yeah, next week.
No, it's the 13th. Christmas is like a week away. Actually, it's a little over. It's less than 2 weeks. Ooh, but before I forget. Hey.
Nice. Yeah.
Love you.
I love you more.
Okay.
Just exhausted.
I'm saying, are we?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of nutritious food, electrolytes, more veggies. I appreciate that, Black Hoodie. When I'm ready to have more food, I think I might go with rice and quinoa, minute rice bag. This is pretty mild, but for right now, I'm just gonna be a freaking boo. I see there are a few of you here still, and I appreciate you who have stuck around. People keep coming and going in large numbers, and I find it interesting. We're watching The Walking Dead in the background. When I'm looking in this direction, that means I'm watching the TV. We're on season 1, episode 2. Things are getting pretty crazy. Well, I want to hear how you guys are doing right now. First time watching. No, it's just been over 8 years since I last watched it. So a lot of it is familiar, but a lot of it I've forgotten, and it's exciting again. Glenn just stole the orange charger.
I thought it was red.
I said orange, right? Okay. I'm on pain management, so if I seem a bit slow, it's because my medical cannabis makes me a little slow. But my mood is good and I'm not in pain, and so that's a fair trade. Not too much. Yeah, I'm trying to actually gain weight. It's just difficult. I don't know why, but in the fall and winter, my appetite just seems to get weaker. I'm gonna call and see a specialist and get all that sorted out. But I am trying to put on weight, and I have started doing light exercising. Should have only been one season. I take it you were not impressed with the show. Christmas cookies. I wish I had gluten-free Christmas cookies. I can't have gluten. Wheat, barley, or rye makes me very, very ill. And so it kind of sucks walking by all the Christmas cookies in the store knowing it's all poison to me. We'll have to make our own sometime.
Yeah.
When we're both up for it.
This is my first time being live.
Nice. We'll see how many people we get to interact with in total.
Oh, don't forget to charge up your phone. No, it's needed.
Oh. And there's the charger cord. I'm at 73. And I just plugged in, so shouldn't be battery fit. Hello, Daniel. It's good to see you.
Well, it's funny they can actually watch the show off my glasses.
That's true. Be even more easy if you had mirrored sunglasses.
Well, maybe we do. The doing them has ruined my brain. Hearing the tune, I'm imagining nasty. Oh, I'm a frog. And then them being gross. Hey, how's it going?
That's funny. My day has not been the best, but it could be worse. My husband and I both have upset stomach troubles today. We were gonna go out and work DoorDash, but we can't stray too far from home at the moment because of stomach issues. So prayers that we would feel better are greatly appreciated. We're making ourselves take a rest day so that we can actually really rest. And so we're kicking back on the couch, watching Walking Dead, and talking with you guys. And that's not too bad. I want to know how you guys are doing and what you're up to right now. Because I'm just sitting here.
Can I get one of those tripods?
Yeah, do you have a preference?
Yeah, I'll take that one. But I also need the little mount too.
Oh.
Might be behind me.
This thing?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Hello. This is the first time I'm streaming like this in
Hey, Decal, it's good to
quite
see
a long
you.
time. So, if you'll bear with me, I'm setting up my tripod.
We're watching the first season. We're on episode 2. Merle just got handcuffed to the roof. I've seen this
Why?
show in its uh, up until the last few seasons. I had watched every episode of The Walking Dead once before 8 years ago. And so rewatching it is pretty fun because there's a lot of stuff that I forgot, and there's some stuff I remember. Answers to basic questions about my life are written
Hey,
in
my
the
profile
description.
picture is pretty hard to sketch. I mean, if you're able to. Actually, where's the other one?
Not in my immediate view.
Shoot. I don't think this one's gonna do.
Oh.
Just chilling. I'm trying to get my tripod set up so I can
Mm.
watch, but unfortunately, this doesn't have the rotator.
We're having our gut is
Okay.
cramping, feeling like we got punched. We want to eat, but we know it's a bad idea. We have to keep visiting the bathroom. It's one of those bad days, but like I said earlier, I've had a lot worse. And keeping that in mind is helping me have a better attitude.
Oh, dude, it's right here. Fail.
Well, it's a black tripod hiding in between navy blue couch cushions in a spot that is shaded with no direct lighting.
Yeah, and I'm colorblind, and I spotted it immediately.
That's why you spotted it immediately.
So, I'm like, what's your point?
Oh my goodness.
All right. So,
Oh, Savage, you also have soft stomach issues.
I
I would
hope this doesn't
appreciate
get taken down or
I
anything.
appreciate all suggestions.
Oh, I mean, hey, if you
I'm
want
always
to try to
happy to
sketch, I
accept
won't stop
advice.
you.
And I can also give some advice. I'm just sticking to water and finishing my energy drink that has a bunch of vitamins and stuff in it. So it's the fruit punch venom.
Man,
Very tasty, easy on my
I remember
stomach,
getting copyright in the height of my
and
YouTubing. It was not fun,
it's
especially
pretty
when they
delicious.
threatened to take away all meats.
I'm taking a rest day at home with my husband next to me. We were gonna go out and work DoorDash, but we're dealing with upset stomachs and we can't stray too far from home at the moment. And we're also extremely tired from constant stress regarding work.
Okay.
Prayers for all of that to get better are greatly appreciated.
I got my tripod setting up.
That looks
Yeah, go
good.
ahead. I thought you were talking about like my profile picture or something.
Before to
And
28
that's
years
the only reason I
later.
was like, what?
Yeah,
And that's because
I'm excited to see what kind of
my
stuff
profile
they have in
picture
there.
is the
Symptoms of
shittily drawn
celiac.
sauce with the head portrait.
Well, every case of celiac is different, but I'll tell you my story specifically. In January, the very first week
In case anyone was wondering.
of 2014, that's when I had the first symptom. It started with feeling like I was being stabbed in between the ribs on my left side, and it was sharp, uh, jabbing pain, not constant. And I ignored it, thinking, "Oh, that's weird. Must just be bad gas," because I've had gas issues before, and I was exhausted at that point in life also. But I ignored it. Ate some fried chicken. Got really sick. Went to the ER because I got extremely sick, passing bile, and not being able to eat, and feeling constantly on the edge of throwing up, and the constant need to run to the bathroom. It took me, long story short, it took me 4 to 5 months of suffering before they actually found out what was wrong with me.
Hello.
They had misdiagnosed me a few times, saying, oh, it's diverticulitis. You got little tiny pockets in your gut that are collecting food and it's not leaving and it's rotting there and that's hurting you. I tested negative. Oh, you might have the H. pylori bacteria infection.
Welcome to my stream.
It can mimic celiac. The test came out negative.
Great, sad state of
Rinse and repeat. By the time they had found out what was wrong with me, I had lost so much muscle mass and strength from malnourishment that I needed help getting off of the couch to go to the bathroom.
It was oranges.
Otherwise, I would fall.
It's kind of like a blood orange. Or I see red more now.
It's pretty.
But I can kind of see how you saw orange.
Yeah. But I got extremely weak because my gut lining got extremely damaged. And even though I was eating technically really good food, it still had gluten in it. And I was not getting better. Then one day, my mom decided to make me a gluten-free homemade soup, unintentionally gluten-free. I lived out of that for a few days and I loved it. It was delicious and comforting, and I started to get my strength back. Then she made spaghetti. I love spaghetti. So I ate the spaghetti, and the next day I was so much worse than before. It made my mom remember my primary doctor when I was a teen, telling her I am at risk of developing celiac disease later on in life because I have the genetic markers for it. So just be on the lookout for any stomach and bathroom symptoms. She remembered that and she told the doctor to test me for that. The way they test is they do an antibody check. They take your blood, they measure how many antibodies are in your blood and how many different types of antibodies are in your blood. And they go off the numbers there. The higher the number, the more definite the case of celiac. I tested higher than anyone's ever seen in all the levels. The tech was honestly shocked. And I thought my life ended that day. And the final confirmation for celiac is they have to stick a camera down your throat and check out the upper half of your esophagus. And the damage is visible with a camera if it's there. And they saw so much damage around there that they said, no wonder you need a wheelchair to get around to these appointments. I had to go to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, New York, or Rochester, Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. Because they got experts there. And I have other health issues that require specialists. And so I spent a week bouncing between different specialists to get checkups on my different illnesses one at a time. And I needed to sit in a wheelchair the whole time. My mom had to push me everywhere. And I hated it. But I was so weak I couldn't walk. So if you start having stomach troubles, and you notice they start to flare up after eating certain foods, I encourage you go without those foods for a while, see if you improve. And then if you want to be definite about it, have the old food once after going a while without and see if it affects you. It'll be an easy way to rule out different food allergies and things. But you should always talk to a doctor to confirm what's wrong with you, because there are a lot of serious diseases and cancers that give mild symptoms. So I'm going to have to get a checkup. I'm not excited. Prayers for me to get an appointment as quick as possible are appreciated, because I want to get this over with. And what else? I forgot what else I was going to say. But with my celiac, I had horrible stomach and bathroom troubles. And that's typically how I'm affected now. If I accidentally get cross-contaminated with it, I'll have a horrible headache. I will have full body heaviness, like when you have the flu and you have no strength in your body, that kind of week. And I will have trouble regulating my temperature. I will waver from hot to cold. And I will have to make frequent trips to the bathroom and work on staying hydrated. And with my case, if I eat gluten right now, tomorrow around noonish, between 11 and 1, I'll start feeling the symptoms. I'll start feeling extra tired, and my head will start really hurting, and I'll just have no physical strength in my body. And then the bathroom trouble follows after that. And I usually suffer for 8 hours. As long as the gluten is in my system is attacking my system. There are other people that have it way worse than I do. And I'm thankful that even though my sensitivity to it is extreme, I could have worse consequences. And I'm thankful I don't. Okay, is this easier to hear, you guys? I'm just trying to talk quietly so that I don't make anything difficult. My husband's also live streaming.
Just talk.
Okay.
You've already been.
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, Black Hoodie, I also get stomach trouble from anxiety. It's really rough. I don't feel like when you miss a step going down the stairs and you think, oh shit, and you're falling. I get that kind of feeling in my stomach whenever I get anxious. It's difficult. Nice to see so many of you guys here. Hey, Jack. It's been a little while. Good to see you. Things are not good, but they could be worse. So what happens to you is when you hold rights unequal on both sides. Huh. I never heard of that before. That just makes sense that manipulating the nerves could do something. The mustard clinic is better. That's the first time I've heard that one. That's really good. Oh, that's good. Hey, Baked Bread, good to see you. Hello, KFC. All you guys. Anthony's saying you didn't respond to his email. Anthony Anderson.
Oh no, I remember. We were just asking basic stuff that had nothing to do with the donations. And I was busy, so I dealt with stuff that was actually going to help us with money instead of that.
Yeah. Hey Kim, it's good to see you.
Honestly, if anything, I'm hungry right now. Oh wait, I got some flavors.
You do?
True.
We're taking a sick day because my husband and I both have stomach trouble, and we're exhausted from working so much. So our bodies decided you're gonna rest today, like it or not. And rather than fight it and be upset, I'm rolling with it. Makes life easier. And I want to gently encourage all you guys who are dealing with similar things. Just try to roll with it as much as you can. Makes it easier. Black hoodie cause getting celiac. It's a genetic based issue. They check your DNA for specific markers for that. And they can tell if you're gonna develop it or not. They might not be able to say when, but they can tell you if you are going to develop it or not. Celiac is not caused by eating too much bread as a kid or not eating enough bread as a kid. I've had some people that assumed that's how it works. But it's a genetic based issue. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. If you don't have the genes for that, then you're not going to get it.
Welcome to the stream. And that's why I urge you. Look at all the viewers I got.
That's pretty decent.
No, I got 0.
Oh, I thought it was a 9.
No. I've been live for about 20 minutes. I have 5 likes, but people tuned out.
More will come and go. Luckily, do I regret any past habits that could have been. Well, I regret not making taking care of my health a better priority when I was younger. I had the mentality of, yeah, I got all these problems, but I'm still young. I don't need to do extra maintenance on this or that because I'm still young. And I have to say, don't ever neglect your teeth and gum care. It's embarrassing, but I have gum disease. And I'm being treated for it. And I just want to urge all of you guys, keep care of your teeth and your gums. Older you will thank you when older you doesn't have any problems. I also would urge all you guys to take a multivitamin every day because you could be deficient in some things and need a little boost. And what else? Eat good quality food. Don't stick to noodles. Try to get something more nutritious if you can.
Why are you doctoring me, Chud?
But and also dress to be comfortable. Get good looking clothes that are comfortable. Don't spend years of your life in physical discomfort just to look good.
I mean, unless you look like really good, then stop being selfish and show the rest of the world what you got.
I love you and your
Yeah.
humor. Savage Bro, you can tell me the steps if I want. I need some info. Yeah, ask whatever questions you want. I feel free and open right now. Nothing better to do. Already in the middle of a sick day. Oh, your autism. Yeah, I'm on the spectrum and it makes life harder.
You're acoustic too?
Yeah, gum disease is extremely common. Yeah, my dentist was saying that, and he did give me the reassurance that my case is mild. I just have to force myself to do better care. And like all habits, it takes time for them to develop and become routine. But once you get the hang of it, it gets easier. No health problems start from the gut. Well, I will definitely agree. Most of them, definitely. If I could eat the right foods to cure my scoliosis, my disc degeneration, and my back and neck, my nerve damage in my back and pelvic bones, joints, and arthritis. If I could fix all that by eating certain foods, oh, I'd gorge on those certain foods. But you deal with the cards you're dealt and try to make the best of it. Hey JD, it's good to see you again. Hope things are going well for you.
The heck is this?
Hmm?
Oh.
What happened?
It's a weird game that tracks your head, and you gotta eat all of these and not get the germs.
So like mini Xbox Connect.
Essentially, but it's with YouTube and it tracks the face.
That's trippy.
So like this.
Wow. Tech has really gotten far. Eh, my husband and I are having a sick day, gut trouble, and extreme fatigue from working so much. So we're making ourselves take a rest day and actually rest. We we overworked ourselves getting chores and things done yesterday, but they're done, and we can relax. And we're watching The Walking Dead, the first season, and it's I forgot how exciting it is, and how many crazy deaths there are at the beginning. Oh, work-wise, it's been real bad. The day before yesterday, we were out the door and ready to work at 9:30 in the morning, and our shift didn't end until 8:30. So we were there for 11 hours. I welcome you to guess how much money we earned in those 11 hours. I'm serious. I invite all of you to take a guess. Oh, Black Hoodie, I appreciate you stopping by and being here. I really do. I'll be praying that things keep getting better for you. I love you, man. You all are like brothers to me, and I appreciate it.
You better watch out for that stuff. Because that's where it starts. Oh, I love you too, bro.
I love you. Thank you, JD. I appreciate that.
Bro, we haven't made that much. We've never made that much money in a single day.
Never. I'll just say factor inflation in your guess. I'll give you one single hint. It's less than you think. I'm
way
sure.
Less than that.
Those of you who are just joining, my husband and I are having a sick day, gut troubles, and we're just trying to relax. And I'm telling a story about how horrible work went the day before yesterday. We were there working for 11 hours for DoorDash, 11 hours in a car in the next town over because there's not enough of that work in our town. I venture you all to guess how much we made in 11 hours. And my hint to you will be it is less than what you want to guess. I guarantee it. I'm going to give you all a minute and then I will say how much. But I want to see your guys' true guesses.
Renee's we're from America. If you guys want to answer some basic questions, please check out her description. She answers most basic.
Mm-hmm. Hey Jordan, good to see you again. Hope things are going well for you. Nice to see a few of you guys here. You're guessing 75. I'm gonna let everyone else continue guessing, but my reaction to your guess should be a hint of just how poorly we did the day before yesterday. Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Oh, you broke your arm? Oh, Oh shit, that must really hurt. I've never broken any bones, so I don't know what that feels like. But I imagine it's horrible. And I'll be praying that you'll heal properly and that living with the cast will be as comfortable as it can be. That's gotta suck. Kim's guess is 75. JD's guess is 123.
I'll make it real simple. It was less than $50, and that should make it more understandable. And even then, $50 is a lot compared to how much we actually made. Way less.
Okay, Decol says 90 for his guess.
You fell off a trampoline, dude?
Yeah, and he broke his arm.
Rip. Less.
I hope to never know what that pain feels
You know,
like.
I'll just keep the game interesting. I'll just do more or less.
Like hot or colder.
Yeah, essentially. I'll just keep saying hot or less until someone gets it right.
Yeah, let's make a little game out of this, guys. Who can guess the correct
Who can guess how much
and extremely little
wins?
pay first? The first one that guesses correctly, we will give you a shout out and say you have guessed correctly.
They used to call it a jumpoline until your mom fell off. Jumped on it. I love that one.
Jumpoline to trampoline.
Oh shoot, my bad. Well, seeing as how there's only how many people do you see on your screen?
I see 14 at the moment.
Okay, I see 11. Less.
Like a lot less. Like take whatever number you're thinking and reduce it by a lot. You're gonna be shocked when you hear the number.
That's what kind of you're once you hear the number, you're gonna realize how much and why we're literally asking for donos. Jordan guessed 12. Not bad, not bad.
Getting closer.
Actually, he was just right about on it. Great. Oh no, never mind. Actually, I just remembered how much we earned.
Yeah.
Less JD.
Less than 10.
And again, keep in mind we were out there for 11 plus hours.
In a car, waiting to do delivery orders.
No, it's less, not more.
Can I give him a hint?
Well, they're so close. I kind of just want to say it.
Okay.
Actually, JD, you got it just about right. We made $7.95 in 11 hours.
Yeah.
Two orders.
We made just under $8 for 11 hours of work.
There's nothing else I can do. My name's been ruined by an identity thief.
Yeah,
so I can't really find any other jobs.
Some motherfucker took my husband's social security number and did a bad job looking at a bunch of different places where we live. And we know this because we got a letter from the IRS.
I know.
They claimed my husband earned 32 grand working at Vallarta grocery store. And he didn't pay taxes on it, so he's got to pay up or go to jail.
Yeah, I'm like, if I make 32 grand, why am I wearing a shirt that has holes in it?
Right. And so as soon as we get the letter and finish reading it, we get our asses to the car and we head over. Long story short, management was useless. They had absolutely no info to give us on how to figure out who the thief was. They didn't even have a picture. Nothing.
I believe they let him quit and leave before the IRS can get someone to actually arrest him.
Yeah, he quit the day before we went
day
there.
Of, you keep getting that backwards. I keep correcting it too, but the day of, after we called and went in, he was gone.
I thought I remembered him leaving the day before. Either way, the thief was gone before we got there. And we don't know who it was. We never will. But my husband's working name is ruined. And we don't have the money to relocate.
I ended my life, yes. SIOO too.
It's really rough because we had a little savings for moving out of California. All of it to regular recurring bills.
I hope so too.
And we're late. on a bunch of the important ones because we literally don't have the funds to pay right now. So it's extremely stressful. So we really appreciate all your guys' prayers that things will get better for us. And we don't want to pressure any of you guys, but if you have money that you don't have a use for and you don't need, and you want to help out somebody, it would be extremely appreciated and helpful if you could kick some of that our way. But again, I just want to say we don't expect donations, but we'll be extremely grateful for every one that we get. And all the prayers for us, those are also very, very appreciated. We don't want to get dependent on the state. We want to earn our living. And so my husband and I will spend 5 to 6 days a week working 12-hour shifts in our car. I'm the passenger and order holder, or as my husband came up with the term, I'm the food czar. And he does the driving and customer interaction. And that's all we can do for regular work. DoorDash and Instacart are the only places that allow my husband to work despite his identity theft ruining his name. And he's sent out over 2,000 applications to local businesses. None of them called back. None of them emailed back. So we're truly stuck with just DoorDash and Instacart and the occasional pet sitting job that we get. Our regular clients had to cut back on their vacations, which sucks for us, but everyone's having to cut back.
Thanks, JD. We hope you feel better. Your broken arm and everything.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough. We will definitely be praying that you'll heal up as quickly and perfectly as you can, and that they'll have proper pain relief for you that'll work. I've heard that when you have a cast, if you get like a metal ruler or like a coat hanger wire, you can get in between the skin and the cast to scratch little itches here and there, but
you don't want to use coat hanger wire.
Oh yeah, that's right. That could be stabby.
And because it's metal, you would need a tetanus shot.
I recommend using a wooden ruler or something like that.
See ya, JD. It's taking off.
Thank you for stopping by and hanging out as long as you did, JD. We love and appreciate you, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, thank you, Kim. It's been really rough. We're literally living in our car most days of the week to work. But the work is drying up. And we're already dehydrated. So again, we don't expect donations, but if you have money that you want to give to someone to help them out, we greatly appreciate some of it being kicked our way. But if nothing else, please just pray that work will be busy for us again. We don't want to go on welfare. We don't. We want to earn our living. It's just we're extremely limited in our means to do so. We are wanting to relocate to Texas because we have a best friend there who is also very disabled, but worse than me. He only has one functioning eye due to an accident he was in years ago. And sadly, the one eye he has is the vision starting to blur. He's eventually going to be full-on blind. And so our plan is for my husband and I to move to Texas, live under the same roof with him so we could check on him and help him with everyday things. But we have absolutely no means to get that done right now. We're late on our car payment, our insurance, and it's embarrassing to say that, but it's not our fault that we're late. We are out there doing as much work as we're given. I don't mean to rant on negatively, but I know you guys understand, and I appreciate the sympathy. And we'll be for you too, Sai, that you get help also. we actually earn so little, despite working so much, that when we applied for food stamps, we got the full amount for a married couple. That's how little money we're making. But the good news is, with my celiac disease, having food stamps means having food money guaranteed, which means I can try more of the gluten-free stuff that wasn't available for consumption by people with celiac 5 years ago. So I'm thankful that we have the foodies, so we have food security. You know, even if work doesn't pay us, at least we have money dedicated to food, so we won't starve, and that's a relief. It's just humbling and frustrating to need it. We used to clear over $200 a day in one 10-hour day working DoorDash, and that was plenty to live on, start up our little move out of California fund, and not live with so much constant stress and fatigue. But then inflation hit. We're making less than half. Hell, I believe we've been earning 1/12 of what we are used to earning. So prayers for work to get busy would be extremely helpful. A bunch of numbers. I'm too tired to try and get that right now.
Okay.
I want to hear from you guys. I could go on and on about our problems, but I'm trying to be a more positive person. So I want to hear about your guys' day. And if there's anything that you would like me to pray about for you. We're just taking a rest day with gut problems. Me and my husband both. And we're watching Walking Dead in the background. We're not the type that likes to be lazy and lounge around a lot. So it actually is a little bit of a mental exercise for me to stay put and not try to do stuff today. Same with my husband. But so far we're succeeding, staying planted, not trying to do anything. And so really there's nothing to report that's interesting. So I want to hear about your guys' day. Alright, I refreshed the chat because it was acting weird. I do appreciate you guys who are sticking around right now. Even if you're not communicating in the chat window, I still want to tell you, I'm sure you're going through a lot right now. I'm sure you're dealing with a lot of heartache and pain, possibly physical, mental or emotional or social, or some combo. And I'm pretty sure you're going through some stuff that's hard and you're in pain. And I just want to be a source of comfort to you. The love of the Lord Jesus Christ has just made me a huge softie. The more I've been praying, the more motherly I've been feeling as far as my attitude in dealing with things. Being gentle, loving, helpful, nurturing, but also not afraid to whoop some ass if need be. And so I want to pour out my love on you guys. I want to help you guys feel supported and understood. And if you chime on in the chat window and let me know about you, I'll be able to specifically pray for you. Otherwise, I always pray an in general prayer that whoever's watching and going through a lot will find comfort and support while they're going through what they're going through. And that the pain and suffering would be eased as they turn to Jesus for help. I'm not going to turn this into a sermon, but I will just say, without the Lord Jesus in my
Never said I
life,
was that guy.
before, I'm not meaning to get preachy, but there have been many times in my life where I was in an event that should have killed me, but it didn't. A few of those in my life. And I remember praying to Jesus every single time, and He helped me get through it. And I know He can help you too if you open your heart to Him. Just pray to the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth to reveal Himself to you.
Hi there.
And He works in mysterious ways.
Good thing about to happen.
Ooh. An abusive monster of a husband is getting his ass whooped on the Walking Dead. Oh, that's pretty. This blood would make a good color for nail polish, don't you think? I have an extreme sense of right and wrong, justice and crime. And it tickles my funny bone when I see abusive monsters of getting their asses whooped.
Welcome to my life.
But thank you, bunch of numbers, for understanding. I appreciate you. Is it okay if I just call you bunch of numbers? Or is there something simpler that you would like me to use?
Just call them the first two numbers of his username.
True. Decal, thank you for the prayers. I really, really appreciate that.
You're hearing, it's my
It means
live
a lot to
streaming
me.
wife.
Truly, it does. I feel loved by you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Hello. But I'm praying for all you guys, and I appreciate all you guys. And Decal, I'm praying for you to have a better time as well. Yeah, that's very true. Without darkness, you can't appreciate the light. You can't appreciate the beauty of joy unless you've experienced the desolation of pain. Pain is the greatest teacher in the world if you'll only listen the first time. I grew up kind of a dumbass. I did not learn
Welcome everyone.
from watching other people's mistakes with a few things.
Maybe y'all would stay if I let this
But
lay on this side.
I will say, as I'm getting older, it's getting easier for me to understand new concepts that affect day-to-day living.
Oh, okay.
That water looks so pretty. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you chiming in. I know I appreciate the prayers. I'm sure the others do too. I have a couple prayer requests from you guys, but they're deeply emotional and difficult, so I'm only going to say it once. So please pay close attention the first time around. My mother-in-law, she fought and survived breast cancer 6 years ago or sometime like that. They told her she was in remission and things were good. And for a while they were, but now they're not. Long story short, she now has secondary breast cancer on the outside of her lung and in her lymph nodes. And she was stuck with a horrible, violent cough that was caused by swelling from the cancer. She got put on an anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer some prescription. Praise the Lord, it reduced her swelling so she's comfortable and not in pain and not coughing.
Welcome.
The rough part of it, though, is they say she only has 5 years, maybe 10. And it hurts. I love my mother-in-law as much as my own mother, because my mother-in-law is sweet, loving, caring, always making sure others are cared for first. So if you could please uplift Diana in prayer, all of us would appreciate it. My second prayer request, I do pet sitting and dog walking whenever my few regular clients need me to. And the client, the little dog who I was there for a long set of years for, I known the dog 8 years basically, and she had to be put down. She had liver cancer, and the tumors were all on her body, making it look like she was wearing a saddle. And so the owner did the responsible, loving thing and had the dog put out of her misery. But the owner's going to need a ton of prayer right now. Not only did she lose her dog, who she loved for over 8 years, she has no one to live with. She's totally single, focused on social work, and no other animals to comfort her. So that poor soul is having to come home to a completely empty and silent house. And I know her pain. So if you could pray for Miriam to have healing through the loss of her dog. You fellow dog lovers understand. But if any of you aren't dog lovers, I just want to say it's a beautiful feeling to come home to a furry face that's happy to see you and happy that you exist. Dogs give the purest love that can be given, aside from kids. Kids and animals are the most innocent beings on this planet. And the loss of such innocent beauty it's deep and it's long lasting. About 3/4 of my tears are for Miriam. The other quarter is tears for myself missing that dog. So prayers for Miriam and Diana. They would be really happy to be prayed for. Thank you guys for your kind words and your prayers. It really helps. Oh, Jordan, you read the Bible, fed your cat, and you fed the birds. Your battery died in your car. You had to crip walk down the street. A trucker blowing at you. Pretty cool. Dang, Jordan, that's a very interesting day, to say the least. I'm moving to grab my water. I will sit you down for a second while I open my water. Oh, that's better. All right. But, wow, Jordan, that's a crazy day. I'm happy that you got through it and that Jesus is helping you have a good attitude. It is very comforting when Jesus fills my spirit with that kind of calm comfort, knowing that no matter the storm life throws us into, once you accept Jesus in your heart, he will always be beside you through every storm, guaranteeing that you get through the storm on the other side. And once you have that faith and that comfort, life isn't so scary. It is stressful, but not as scary. Yeah, Kim, I appreciate that. It's just really rough because she's got several kids and several grandkids. And my husband and I are still living on the same property as them. We're living in a fifth wheel trailer in their backyard that they gifted us to make life easier for us as a struggling married couple. So she's always so generous and giving. And cancer is a horrible thing. But I do thank the Lord that she's at least made comfortable now with the medication she got put on. Hey Casey, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you, bunch of numbers. I greatly appreciate you and your prayers. It means a lot to me. And I know it'll help her too. Yeah, thankfully her pain is very, very minimal. She used to get horrible headaches, but apparently those headaches were caused by swelling because now that she's on the anti-swelling medicine, her headaches went away for the most part. So she truly is more comfortable now than ever. And she early retirement from her job. And she's having to adjust to not being at work anymore and enjoying the 5 or so years that they say she has left. We're all trying to make the best of it. So if any of you guys are struggling with cancer or loved ones that have it, we understand the pain. And we'll be praying for all of you guys who are affected by cancer. I see there's 6 of you guys here, and I'm happy to see you few who are here. If there's anything that you guys need prayer for, let me know. Yeah, Jordan, I imagine being angry at such a rough day. I've had some pretty shitty days. Not quite as shitty as yours, but still shitty. But knowing how bad your day went, I'm praying that the rest of your night and tomorrow go well for you. I have struggles with anger issues. And fortunately, even though I have weak willpower, once I lock in on wanting something done, it's very difficult to dissuade me from doing that. And controlling my anger is something I've had to practice. I get extremely red in the face, want to rip a throat out like I'm a zombie, angry, when I hear certain things in the news. When I hear about certain things done to children by other adults, unspeakable bad. I went down the rabbit hole, researching that. My curiosity got the best of me. I was warned by literally everyone close to me in my life. Don't go researching Epstein Island. Don't go researching human trafficking and child trafficking. Don't look for that darkness. But my pride and curiosity got in my way. And I ruined my life and my husband's life for a couple of years. I was extremely difficult to handle because I had trauma I'd seen and read. I seen pictures I regret seeing, and I read about events that I wish I didn't read about. But hindsight is 2020. I just want to urge any of you guys who are thinking of researching dark things like that, Take it from me, a dumbass who didn't listen. You're gonna want to listen. I truly developed trauma and I needed therapy for a while. And I still get red hot angry at certain news headlines, but I just do a mental exercise of picturing my body as the destroyer from Thor, the giant fiery suit that battles Thor in the end. I picture me as that machine, but I have to keep the fire from escaping. I gotta keep it stoked but not out of control. And just mentally visualizing my anger as fire and my frame as that magic powered suit, it got a lot easier for me to handle. I am on the autism spectrum. I have ADHD, BPD, anxiety, depression, and I'm grieving the loss of several loved ones who have died over the years. So I'm going through a lot of emotional and mental pain, but I found a way to get hold on my anger. Now I just have to get a handle on sloth, because I do tend to be lazy and let things go if I'm not pushed to do my best. I'm not proud of that quality, and I am working to lose that quality, but it takes time to lose a bad habit, and it takes time to gain a new good habit. And you always want to be sure to be working on a new good habit while you're trying to get rid of an old bad one. It's like two wolves. One is good life choices, good decisions. The other is a bad one, ill intent, wants you to be destroyed. And whichever wolf you give food to, your attention and your feelings, the one you feed more is the one that's going to win the daily battles that these two wolves fight in your head. And I've had to really work hard to not feed the wrathful side of myself. And it is working, but it's a constant work. It's not something to be written off a checklist as once it's done, it's all good. I have to make a daily exercise for it. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you're dealing with a bad habit that you want to get rid of but you just can't, try bringing in a good habit to replace the time and energy that you would have spent on the bad habit. It's going to be rough at first. You're going to hate it and you're going to question if it's worth it. And I encourage you to keep with it. Once you get the hang of it, it gets easier. Not easy, but easier. Handling things in life. I really appreciate all you guys' loving comments and prayers. It all helps greatly. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate the compliments very much. Kim, tomorrow will be a better day. Yeah, Jordan, we're all praying for you, man. You've had even worse, or the better as your. We had our car battery die on us a couple of weeks ago because we let the battery run out, powering. What were we? Oh yeah, we were powering our power bank. That's portable. This big thing right here. We forgot to disconnect the charger from this when we turned the car off, and it continued to charge, and our car wouldn't start. But thankfully, we were parked in a parking lot within immediate view of an auto zone, and we were able to get help, get a new battery, and the car's better than before. But I find it interesting, at the very least, that you've gone through a dead battery that was your fault too. It really helps us not feel so alone and stupid. There's comfort to be found when people share their pain with each other.
monkey out of Alaska from Evan
Oh, that is. I wonder how many times a day he hears that.
Always something in his ass.
There's this actor that's in um, the movie Bruce Almighty. Jim Carrey is the star. Jennifer Aniston is the character's wife. And in one scene, this Mexican gang tries to bully Jim Carrey's character, but he has godlike powers and an imagination. He sends a capuchin monkey to crawl up the ass of the head gang member. It's all just comedically stupid, but it's funny to us because he's in The Walking Dead, and in this particular episode, he got shot in the ass with an arrow.
Looked like he was wearing the same clothes too.
So it's always something with his ass. It's funny. My sense of humor is cracked. So if I seem weird and awkward, it's because I'm weird and awkward.
Yeah.
But I own that shit. Someone's got to. Yeah, youngness. I think all of us would agree that if we had a chance to talk to a younger version of yourself, that you'd give a lot of life advice. And I feel that way too. But we don't have a time machine. We can't undo what has been done. But we can make the best of what's left after the fact. Yeah, Bruce Almighty is such a funny movie. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I would like to change the topic to funny movies. You know, just lighten the mood, make everything better. I'm struggling with a bit of depression at the moment. Christmas time is hard for us because we've 7 years ago on Christmas Day, my husband's big brother, his brother's 9-month pregnant girlfriend, his nephew, and one of his sons, they were in their car on the way home after visiting everybody. And they were 1 block away from their house when a drunk teenager drove right into them, right into the driver's door. My husband's brother's name is Raymond. And the story was in the news because it was a drunk driving death on Christmas Day. The drunken driver, he's behind bars right now. And we're thankful he's not out on the street driving drunk anymore. But Christmas Day is forever tarnished for us. With the accident, Raymond died shielding his girlfriend with his body. And because he shielded her, she and the baby lived. That little girl is 7 years old now, and she looks just like him. The most tragic part of it, though, is that baby was going to be his very first daughter, and he was excited to meet her. But he died before he got the chance. So Christmas is forever different for us. So if I seem like I'm trying extra hard to be funny, it's because I need the distraction. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate the sympathy. Yeah, it's very rough for us. We even had a news crew come to the house to do a quick little segment on it. And it's just still weird to accept the fact that a good, family-oriented man had his time cut short by some drunk kid. So I just want to encourage all of you guys. Give your loved ones extra hugs and extra kisses to the face. Because you don't know if that could be your very last visit. You could be taken out before you get home, but you're almost there. Or you could live to be 100. You can never know. Just urge you all, make the best of your time that you can, as much as you can, because you never know when your time is up. And it would be pretty sad to have lived your life doing nothing. So try to be kind and supportive to others who are hurting. It'll help give you some purpose and comfort in life. The truest healing occurs when broken people come together and pray for each other and listen to each other's stories. And I want to be the head of that table here every day with my live streams. And all you guys are the broken people that meet up with me and make it worth it to me to keep this table going. And I truly wish I could give you all a big hug in person, because you've really made a difference in mine and my husband's life. We truly feel less alone knowing that you guys are, you know, the types of pain we've gone through. So I just want to thank you all. It means the world to me that you care enough to pray and interact with me here. It's a flimsy bottle. I swear they're making plastic bottles thinner and thinner. Okay, that's better. Hey Global, I'm glad to see you. And I definitely appreciate the prayers. Hey Much Gangster, it's good to see you. You're not going home? I'm so happy to hear that. I want you to tell all of us the details, because I know we care about you and we want to know. I want us to be a group that shares our pain and our joy, our successes and our failures. You know, so we can all support each other through everything.
Dude, I got a copyright strike just now.
Huh, that's annoying, isn't it? But thank you guys for the prayers. It's been really rough. We're chilling in the house right now. The couch in our trailer is a bit too lumpy for us to hang out all day on it. And we're not feeling good. Stomach troubles that are forcing us to stay close to home, and severe full body fatigue. My body feels about half as tired as one feels when they have the flu. I can move around, but it's hard. So I'm doing my best to stay put and ignore my inner voice that's telling me to do something productive. We're not used to resting in full rest. So this is takes getting used to for us. I will show you guys some of the beautiful decorations that my...
And I try not to get the TV. I don't want a chance of you getting copyright strike.
I don't know
Then
if
again,
you
I
guys
was
could
just
see.
directly recording it.
Yeah. There's a white tree there, a green tree there, another one here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
It's the middle one under the microphone.
Retouch.
Oh, that's retouch. I thought that was. Oh, never mind. We turn on, but the flashing lights most likely make the camera out of focus. So.
Yeah.
Nothing good?
Actually, I feel perfectly good right now. Appreciate you. Our gecko's been sleeping all day. He wouldn't come out to play last night or the night before. But when you're a reptile owner and you want the best for your reptiles, you don't force interaction unless you have to. But thank you, bunch of numbers. I really appreciate your blessings. And I'm praying that you have blessings in your life too. Yeah, I'm ready to be out of this body. We did apply years ago. Didn't get approved. And we really don't want to be relying on the state. We're trying to earn our keep. But work is work has dried up a lot. And if earning money is having drinking water, we're dehydrated, and yet we're expected to offer a glass to our bills. So prayers that our water would be refilled would be extremely helpful. Yeah, well, I'm holding on to that promise as well. I'm just looking forward to having a normal spine again. Oh, but back to the topic of funnies, just to boost the mood for you guys. I want you to sound off on what movies or TV shows you've discovered recently that you find funny. And we can see if any of us have seen it also. I am a fan of both comedy and sci-fi horror. And I've gotten into Futurama, Simpsons, Rick and Morty,
Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys.
Assassination Classroom, Naruto.
Yeah.
You've gotten into a lot. She was a very close book before.
When I was a kid from second grade all the way through until I finished 8th grade, I was homeschooled. And getting quality socializing time with other homeschool kids was sorely lacking. And I still struggle to this day with handling social situations because I didn't grow up and be shown how to interact with others. And the neighborhood I grew up on had some other kids, but the oldest one of the others was 3 years younger than me. So if I seem socially weird, it's because I wasn't socialized properly growing up. And I'm on the autism spectrum. And I have ADHD, anxiety, borderline personality disorder, depression. I'm carrying the grief of missing several people who've passed on before us. So I understand emotional pain, and I could use some prayers for mine at the moment, and some good distraction. Hey, Random. I do remember seeing your username. It was a while ago. Oh, Lucifer, yeah, that was funny.
Remember the man-eating dogs he threatened him?
3 little chihuahua.
That's Satan's big sale.
We're watching The Walking Dead first season as background noise. And this group was warned about 3 killer dogs, and the camera pans down to 3 chihuahuas with immaculately groomed fur and a little ribbon in their hair. I love dumb shit like that. Oh. But yeah, Lucifer was funny. We've seen the first season. Supernatural is excellent. I also recommend Doctor Who, The Office, Parks and Rec. The Nanny is also pretty funny with Fran Drescher. Trying to think of what others I've seen recently that are worth mentioning. Big Bang Theory and Friends. Those are pretty fun too. Well, thank you for stopping by, Global. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you have a beautiful evening also. What cues can't I pick up on? Well, it depends. If I let my ADHD... You okay? If I don't keep a tight leash on my ADHD, when I'm in a social situation, I will get distracted by something that is not social. And I'll end up spending more time admiring that object or whatever than interacting with the other people. I've been that way as a kid. I struggle when I want to be away from people. I struggle to pick up on if they're annoyed with me. Facial cues are harder for me. I have done a lot of learning over the years, but like Sheldon Cooper, I'm still learning how to socialize. And I was raised to be academically brilliant, which I was, but socially a cave woman. If any of you guys have gone through that, then I'm glad you made it through. No work today. Yeah, no work today. My husband and I are both having stomach trouble. That's making us stay at home. And we're feeling physically burnt out, tired from working so much. So we're forcing ourselves to take a rest day, and it's not easy, but we're on a comfy couch in the house, watching The Walking Dead, and live streaming, interacting with you guys. The Office, yeah. What other shows? If you like sci-fi and action adventure, Warehouse 13 is a great series to watch. It's like Indiana Jones, but 2 federal agents. You have to travel the world over, a whole bunch of different places to find artifacts from historical events that have been imbued with powers, like magical powers, due to the intense emotion of the event that object was a part of. Like, for example, there's a piece of wood from the Titanic. If you hold it with your face right over the top of it, and you blow over the top, like if you blow over the top, that cold air will make whoever's in front of that breeze start suffering hypothermia, just like the people in the Titanic. And the only way to stop the hypothermia before the person dies is for that person to hold that piece of wood. And they get rid of the hypothermia and things are good. And there's a doorknob. I wish every monster was painted that way. Anyways, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Oh well.
say you get the pretty privilege. I've been live 10 minutes. Or 11 minutes now. Absolutely no one's been in it.
Damn, that's.
I'm not complaining or anything. I'm gonna keep it going, but I'm just showing you the reason why I'm like, you should really push to be streamer
Yeah.
more and more. Because a lot of people don't get the audience you get.
True.
Take advantage of it. Blow up. Get big.
Yeah. Well, since there's only 2 of you guys here, is there any topics you'd like to talk about that would be interesting to you?
I love you.
I love you more. Well, can't really think of anything at this moment. I assume it's Much Gangster and Global Reset. You two are the 2 here. If so, then we could talk about whatever you two want to talk about. I honestly thought there'd be more people, but I'm happy for those who show up. Alright. Damn. Yeah, Global, it's been a slow day. Yeah. That does suck though, baby. I love you.
Yeah.
Damn. That sucks, baby. Oh, hello, Elle. I appreciate the compliment. I'm happy to see that there's 4 of you guys here. And since you just entered in the chat, Elle, we're just chilling at home because we're having a bad stomach day. And we're both physically burnt out tired from working so much. But we're taking a rest day, watching The Walking Dead, and I'm interacting with whoever's here and wanting to interact. How's a shake on my back? It's, now that you mention it, it's actually starting to bitch a little bit at me. Better shut it up real quick. Yeah, Global, I'm watching The Walking Dead. It's pretty good. I watched it before, But that was during one of my worst depression lows before I met my husband. And rewatching it, I'm remembering how intense the emotions are from it.
I'm remembering why she's so sad. She hadn't given her birthday gift for tomorrow yet.
Oh, that's right. The dolphin necklace. Because she loves dolphins. Thank you, Elle. I appreciate you being here. I hope that you have a good rest of your night and that tomorrow is a good day for you.
You're charging, yep.
Yep.
50%.
100.
Can I get it?
Yep.
Can you pull the...
Yeah.
I'll take it.
There you go. The Grinch. Yeah, the Grinch is great.
We refuse to see the animated one.
Yeah, the one with Jim Carrey is the only Grinch movie we acknowledge. His sarcastic wit couldn't have been portrayed better by anybody else, except maybe Johnny Depp. But, an interesting fact about the movie The Grinch: Jim Carrey had to undergo just about half of his day to get those prosthetics and the suit on to complete the look of being the Grinch. These sessions were so hard on him. He had to get training from the CIA on how to resist torture, anti-torture training for a role in a movie. And if that doesn't say dedication to your work, I don't know what does. Yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of time for the poor man. And thankfully the movie is comedy gold, so at least future generations will be able to enjoy it too. Are you still watching The Walking Dead? Netflix is like a clingy girlfriend asking if we're still here. But if there's anything you three want to talk about, since it's truly just a few of us here, I'm down for whatever. I know I'd shit myself if I heard that message. If either of you two have watched The Walking Dead, we're watching that right now. Oh, Tim Allen was good in the Santa Claus. Yeah, I loved that. That's another comedy gold movie. They don't make movies like they used to anymore. Everything's remakes and rehashing concepts that have already been rehashed a bunch of times. So yeah, I could definitely appreciate the Tim Allen Santa Claus. What other Christmas stories are good? Elf. Elf is hilarious. You alright, honey? Did you get burnt? things. If you haven't seen Elf, that's hilarious. I highly recommend it as a watch every year kind of a movie. Um, there's also A Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out. Another good one. Oh, Elf. Elf is the kind of movie that you can have the kids watch and the adults can watch too, and everybody finds it funny. There's not a whole lot of movies like that anymore. Um, A Christmas Story is hilarious. I grew up watching that every year. Um, the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the claymation Santa Claus are pretty cool. Hello, the one. You don't have friends? I know how that feels. I'm just recently feeling like I have friends with the people here who tune in regularly. And I just want to say I welcome you here. And I will pray for you for whatever's going on in your life that is difficult or painful. Because I care about everybody here. And my live streams are meant to be a chill place on the internet where people with pain of all sorts can hang out together and share it together in the comments. And we can all help each other heal and give each other advice. So if you want to join that circle, I would be honored to have you. I just ask that no political things get brought up. I want it to be an environment where everyone just hangs out, like the chill nature of a stoner circle. What else? Trying to think of other good Christmas movies. Jack Frost is a funny one. There's two versions of it, so be careful. The one that I'm referring to is one about a father who, through events, becomes a living snowman. And he has to win his son over into believing that's his dad. The other one, he's an evil snowman who does a bunch of evil things to his victims. And it's a completely different mood. So beware the Jack Frost that has sharp teeth as the picture. Oh, you were talking mostly with bots. I can understand. Technology can only do so much for people before it becomes unhealthy dependence. I just try to be real and stay put so that other real ones can find me. And I have found a bunch of real ones. People that are going through a lot and they're talking about it in the chat windows, giving updates about their struggles. And we're all praying for each other to get help and comfort through these rough times for every type of pain there is. And I just hope I can make a difference in your life, maybe. Well, I see there are a couple of you guys still.
If you started fresh, on more people might be joined.
I have been on live for 2 hours and 5 minutes with this one in particular.
Okay.
And I am getting some people that are coming in. But you're welcome, the one. I'm a woman who's experienced a lot of losses in life, losses of all sorts. And I deal with multiple problems with my spine and my head and my digestive tract. I struggle with pain throughout my body, and the pains are different depending on where I'm hurting. And I say this so that if you are dealing with if you're dealing with something like that, I want you to know I understand. And I also deal with mental health struggles, and I am open about it because I'm trying to fight the attitude of, oh, if you're mentally ill, don't talk about it. Oh, they're mentally ill. Let's not include them anymore. It needs to be talked about. And I'm happy to talk about it here. It would be nice if some other people would also join, but I appreciate you guys who are here right now. Your presence means a lot to me, and I mean that. If there's anything you two want to talk about, please sound off in the comments. Otherwise, I would like to continue talking about funny movies or good Christmas movies. Watching an emotional speech on The Walking Dead from Dale, talking to Andrea after Andrea's sister just died.
I think they're throwing something in the oven. I don't know what though.
I'm
Maybe
thinking,
the cheese bites. And what were you thinking?
I was thinking the sweet potato fries that we got. One. Oh, that must suck. To not be able to ride a bike anymore. That sucks. I have also struggled with hemorrhoids before, and it sucks. But there are ways to help manage it, but it still sucks. And I'm also dealing with a lot of personal loss. Global, YouTube restricted you from providing super chat. I forget your age, Global.
14.
Then yeah, that's why.
You have to be 18 to at least do it.
Yeah.
But we thank you for actually being honest about your age.
Yeah, we
'cause
appreciate
YouTube
that.
lies a lot.
Truly, we do. Yeah, like my husband just said, there's a lot of liars here in that regard. But anyways, I'm also struggling with personal loss. I can't tell if you're still here. The one. If you are, could
She
you?
gets to kill her.
Nice. If you're still here, the one, I'll tell you more about myself. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking about other things. Okay, I appreciate that. In addition to mental health problems, gut problems, and back problems, this is hard for me to say, so I'm only going to say it once. I am unable to have kids. I was born with the genetic disorder Turner's syndrome. Genetically, I am a woman, but there's little tiny pieces here and there in the second X that are missing completely. And unfortunately for me, the parts affected were reproduction. I was never able to get pregnant, and if I were to get pregnant, I would probably die in pregnancy because of health complications from having a genetic disorder. And it's difficult. I've always wanted to be a mom. My husband always wanted to be a dad. We both have baby fever, but we're not able to fulfill that, and it's painful. We are financially nowhere near ready to take on another mouth to feed. We're struggling to take care of ourselves and our bills right now. But if we ever get on our financial footing, we intend to foster to adopt. But we don't know how long it's going to be until we're ready for that. And I've also lost several people in my family who I loved deeply and dearly, but cancer took them. So I'm pretty well versed in pain, and I hope I can encourage you and whoever else is listening. I live with all that pain because I have the Lord Jesus Christ as my Savior and my constant companion. I pray in my mind to Him about everything, and He's helped me feel more peace in my heart and in my core. And I have the support of my wonderful husband who's right next to me. Are you okay if I show you?
Yeah.
There he is.
It's Gucci, yo.
I have him as a support. And I also have medical cannabis as a support. This covers up all my physical pains so I can be happy and not bitchy. I do get slower in speech and thought, but that's how cannabis works. I'd rather be happy, friendly, helpful, and a little ditzy than be bitchy, cold, but sharp-witted. And I just want to recommend Jesus help you. I don't know if you believe in Him or not, but Jesus loves everybody, and He wants to have a presence in your life, but you have to invite Him in. You can't just do your business and have Him force His love onto you. Jesus isn't like that. He wants a genuine, one-on-one, interpersonal relationship with us. And once we accept that, we have His peace and His help, and it does make a difference. It doesn't change the storm that we're in, but at least we're not in the storm by ourselves. Thank you so much for the donation, Global. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Every dollar adds up and helps. Oh, the one I totally understand. I totally understand. And I will be praying for you that you'll be able to find uplifting, beneficial hobbies to keep your mind occupied.
We have.
Yeah, I've taken to bird watching while smoking and having a snack outside because it's peaceful. I'm a nature lover. If I were to be a wizard, I would be Radagast the Brown. Except I would clean the bird shit off on my face. But getting out in nature, even if it's just your backyard or front yard, and just taking in everything around you, it can be a peaceful way to calm down from stressful things. Which gangster over here? Conspiracy theory about water power. I remember a long time ago seeing an article about this man that made a steam powered car, and he wasn't heard from again. So we're pretty sure he was taken, because if you invent a steam powered car, not electric, not gas, but steam, the industries would go belly up really quick. And I don't want that to happen. So they're never going to share steam engines for cars. But it would be epic to have one. Yes, Global, I'm hoping Jesus comes here really soon. I'm praying every day that today could be the day if he's willing. That we got to keep living while we're here, because we don't know when it'll be our time to go to our true home. I like to compare life to a boarding school. You go there to live, to learn, be with other kids. And once the boarding school semester is over and everyone's ready to go, Dad's going to pull up with a school bus to fit all of us and take us all home in one go. And he is so loving that he will not start that bus until every last person accepts him. He knows exactly who will accept him and who won't. I still pray for everyone. And I'm just eager to leave this earth, but I'm not going to do anything to do that. Life is just tiring. Yeah, my husband Okydokeybro makes a great point in the chat window. So much gangster. I understand that too. There was a couple of years where I hated God because of all the horrors happening around me. And then I didn't care. Then I started to care, and now I thank him for every good thing that happens. And I ask for help with every bad thing that happens. And I pray the same things for everyone else. And he's made me a softer person. I'm more patient, kind, full of empathy for what other people are hurting from. And I just can't recommend him enough. And I will be praying for you, because you're going to want to care before the rapture happens. Those who are going to be left behind, it's going to be like a sci-fi horror movie. Every bad thing going on is going to intensify quickly. And it'll be like a living hell on earth for a while. Read Revelations if you're interested in hearing more. But there's going to be more natural disasters, financial, social, political, disasters of every sort everywhere. And it's going to kill off most of the population. And as soon as that last person gets their name written in the Lamb's Book of Life, as soon as they're done signing it, we can all go home and leave before the boarding school burns down, along with those trapped in it. And Jesus is waiting. He's holding the bus steady. now is the time to accept him. And I understand not caring. I truly do. And I'll just be praying for you that things will get better. I wish I could give you a hug in person, but my heart is with you and I'm praying for you. Thank you, Global. I really appreciate that. It helps make me feel a healthier, better sense of self when I know I can make other people's lives better. Even if it's just a little tiny bit of comfort. I want to share my loving comfort with everyone who needs it. I have a mother's heart, and I see everyone else as kids. And if I could, I would take every broken kid
Except
and I would
Chad.
hold them all. But I would scoop all y'all into my arms like a mother hen scoops all of her baby chicks underneath her. I have that kind of heart and mindset for everybody. And for any of you who are watching but have not chimed in, please know that I'm praying for you also. God knows everything that's going on about everything. And He knows the heart's intent when someone prays for another. And so it is my sincere intent to let you know I am praying for all of you guys. If you want specific prayers, let me know in the chat window. Otherwise, I prayed a general prayer for everybody. I don't have great muscles, but I'm trying to get more healthy, little bit by bit. You're in LA. Damn, that's like 4 or 5 hours away from me, depending on traffic. We do not have the gas money for that. But I appreciate you, Alex. I really do. It's nice to meet you and have such kind words. Okay, I'll show you my muscles.
Excuse you?
My arm muscles.
No, someone needs to pay for that.
That's where my hairband went. Okay. It is cold where I am, so I'm not gonna be without my big sweater for long. But that's what I got to work with. That's my left arm. And that's my left. There is muscle tone there, but I am trying to slowly build it up more without going too fast and injuring my back. That's cozy.
Oh, yeah, you just had him in his sights.
So evil. I'm glad he gets bit. Right?
Well, it's a good thing we're rewatching it because you forgot how Shane dies.
He gets shot. No? Well, then I'll just have to watch and see what happens.
Want me to say?
Sure.
He tries to kill Rick on the farm,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and Rick stabs him. And then he turns without being bit.
Oh,
And
that's
then
right.
that's when he spills the beans about the CDC I don't know if the guy's a director or whatnot, but the guy from the CDC that they're going to tells them that everyone's infected.
Damn.
You turn no matter what.
Excuse me. How did I get those? By helping to carry in groceries. Before my back got really messed up, I have 4 separate diseases affecting my spine, and one of them is scoliosis. Just some background for you guys who are new. Before my scoliosis and all that other stuff got really bad, I thought of myself as a pack mule. I'd go grocery shopping with my mom, and I would carry as many bags as I could fit and hold on both of my arms. Because I didn't want to make 2 trips if I could get it all done in one go. And I had a tendency of doing that in life. And it's not healthy. It's much healthier and feasible to just take 1 bag or 2 at a time. And it's taken me a long time to learn that. But time and pain are excellent teachers if you listen to what they have to say. And I have been a lifelong student. And it's only until recently that the lessons actually sunk in. You have a serious question. We are able to, and it works fine. We just have to make sure that my back isn't in a bad position. Plus the weed really does numb up my pain. There it is. Like I can go from, on the pain scale, I can go from feeling level 7 or 8. My pain level rarely goes past that, but when my pain reaches 7 or 8 and I take 4 hits off of this, the pain goes away. I stop feeling it. The negativity leaves my mind. Peace and contentment fill my heart. And I thank the Lord for making cannabis and for making sure that I always have access to it. I have tried opioids and other medications to manage it, but none have been as effective and low risk as the medical cannabis has been for me. Hey Thomas, good to see you. Do I support Trump? I voted for Trump because he is the only one that gives a damn about us struggling US citizens. All the others want our tax dollars to go to other countries to help with their problems, but they don't send their tax dollars to help us. And Trump is going to stop that nonsense and focus on fixing the members of the family in the family home. And you got to kick out the invaders. And the other administration has basically advertised, hey, if you break in the back door, this family will be forced to take care of you. They'll be forced to give you food, clothing, and shelter, and water. And Trump doesn't want that happening anymore. I think Trump will make it easier for me to actually get disability. I have several separate but connected diseases that affect my spine.
Tailbone's connected to the tailbone. Tailbone's connected to the tailbone.
But all my conditions add up to me feeling like my back is being stabbed with hot butter knives. Ask your husband, did you find the over barbecue pork chop? Did you find the over barbecued pork chop?
It was more cooked than you said it was, dude. But it was still good.
I'm in California. The center of it in all 4 directions on a map. It's terrible here. And I'm looking. Yeah, the one. You may be feeling a lack of emotions from depression and as a trauma response. But Jesus' love for you doesn't fade or waver. His is steady and it is strong. And I will be praying for you to feel his help more. Let's see. He's gonna get rid of that. Yeah, he is gonna get rid of that. I don't know if you've paid attention to the news, but a bunch of Cybertrucks have been failing and even caused some deaths. And I don't know about you, but I'm not going to willingly be in something that could be wiped out with an EMP and has a history of having the engine just die. There were a couple of cases where a fire started in the car, and because of the software problems, they burned to death. They could not escape their Cybertruck. And we don't want to be barbecued chicken. It's our way of going.
Not?
We're
We're already in a burning world.
That's true. Well, thank you, Global. I appreciate you being here. I also hope that you have a great evening. You can't just smoke in Brazil. Oh, damn. I don't know what it's like in Brazil, but from the way you've typed it, I imagine it's not easy to get access to or not legal. That's got to be rough. Hold on a second. It's funny, the power grid. Yeah, they were pushing, oh, get an electric vehicle. It's environmentally friendly. And they knew enough suckers were going to buy those electric cars. And I'm sure that they will drop an EMP at some point to force us little people to live even worse, more constrained lives. Like the Hunger Games, kind of. I'm just ready to be raptured. Thomas, you're gonna be... That's good. Hello. So what are you guys up to right now? I'm just chilling with The Walking Dead playing in the background. Oh, I remember how sad his death was.
Later on, it shows Rick revisiting it, and he's a zombie, still turned tight to the tree.
Damn, that's horrible. Damn. You're playing Borderlands.
Nice.
My husband just said nice, in case you didn't hear. You believe in The Walking Dead because you see it in Tampa. If you catch me early in the morning without time to properly wake up and no time for proper medicating, I tend to look and act like The Walking Dead because I walk with a bit of a limp. My right leg is longer than my left leg, and that causes a lot of complications. But if I walk lazily as I can, I do the zombie walk perfectly. You're watching Sopranos compilations. I never seen The Sopranos, but I have seen all 3 Godfather movies, and they were intense. Thomas, so you understand. I need my caffeine in one way or another. I used to be strictly coffee, but I've grown a liking to fruit punch energy drinks. Damn, I forgot that. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'd call that a fuck that situation. We're watching Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 3, and a dude working in a lab just messed up and spilled one thing into a tube of another thing, and now there's a threat. Oh. They're burning everything in that room to sanitize it because he messed up. Damn. He was in the middle of a study on brains too, in the middle of it. So that's gotta suck. Didn't watch it, it's just a compilation. I find compilations of TV shows can be pretty great. An easy way. Yeah, true. You have a sign on your door. Life is in your own risk before coffee. That is awesome. I love that. Is there a specific way you prefer your coffee? Whenever I have mine, I like to have at least 2 or 3 tablespoons of liquid creamer. I prefer the hazelnut. I think that one's the best. But vanilla and caramel are awesome too. But I'll add 2 or 3 tablespoons of that. And a little sugar. And it's sweet and delicious like Starbucks, but not expensive like Starbucks. They could film your life and call it The Walking Dead. I believe you. People that say that are really going through shit.
Incoming message, master.
That's a reminder for a phone appointment I'm supposed to have.
When?
5:15.
Maybe that's why they were trying to call you earlier.
But on my calendar I wrote it was a virtual phone call. I'm pretty sure it'll be a phone call. Oh, Colombian coffee. That's pretty strong stuff. I'm not terribly picky, but I like the darker roast coffees. That audio clip was because I love Doctor Who. If you don't know what it's about, he's a time traveling and space traveling alien who looks like a human.
Learn a book.
Anyways, he looks like a human, but he's not. And he travels everywhere to help civilizations not be destroyed. And in one season, he has a robotic dog as a companion. And this robotic dog can shoot a laser through its nose and do a bunch of other complicated things. And incoming message, master. That's the audio that makes me think of it every time, and I like it. If I look concerned or anything, it's because things are heating up in the show. I would second guess myself too. Burnt. So, Anakin Skywalker, when he got the robotic legs and he was all burnt. That's the mental image that comes to my mind. I'd be freaking out.
They used our ring light.
It does look like it did. Me too. LP gas explosion. 3rd degree burns down your left side, head to toe. Help my fuck. I cannot say that I know what that feels like. Just say if I want white or dark meat. It's great that you're able to have a funny attitude about it. I'm very fortunate in that I don't know what it feels like to break a bone and need a cast, wear braces, have burns treated at a center. And I'm very happy that I've never experienced those things. And I try to be happy about that. Because things could change in an instant. And you never know when life can decide, oh, this one needs a shake up. Like a snow globe.
How was that?
I was gesturing, shaking a snow globe.
Oh, okay.
Like an impatient little kid.
I thought the whole couch wiggling. Like, what the fuck? You better chill the hell out.
Hey, El Diablo, it's good to see you. Harvey. Damn.
You shouldn't have me crash out, Aaron. You better chill.
Oh, wow.
Love you.
I love you more. I love all of you guys. You're all bros to me, and I appreciate that. Truly, I do. Husband knows about it. You told him while I was sleeping. Nice. When I'm asleep, I can be a fairly deep sleeper, thankfully. Have any of you guys watched The Walking Dead? I'm rewatching the whole series, and I'm on season 1, episode 3.
Actually, this is like episode 4.
Alright, then episode 4. Time is a blur when you're tired and having fun.
Don't you sound like a yearbook at me?
That's what you're saying. Walkie-talkie. I completely get it now. That's funny. Oh, hey, Vasa. Good to see you. Pumpkin into a bomb. That does sound like a fun challenge. Well, I'm happy to see that there's a few of you guys here. I appreciate every one of you. In The Walking Dead right now, the gang of survivors just got let into the CDC building. Used to make pipes out of carrots and apples. I imagine that would taste real nice. You know, maybe you and I'll have to do that. Make a bong out of a pumpkin. Boss is doing that right now.
No.
Yeah,
It's easier out of a gourd.
makes sense. Hey Anthony, good to see you.
Meow, 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 meow.
Just don't eat cucumbers out of a single woman's. I wasn't expecting that.
Life could be a lot cooler if you were.
That's hilarious. That is good advice. You did yours out of a small one on your channel. I'll have to check it out when I'm done streaming and I have energy. But yeah, that's quite a funny joke. I didn't mean to ignore you guys. It's just the show is very exciting. Your joke was hilarious, dude. You got me laughing and you got the others here laughing too. I've seen the movie The Life of Jesus. I have not. I've seen The Passion, and that one guaranteed to rip your heart out. Wow, okay. Well, much gangster, I appreciate your honesty. The one, yeah. Oh wow, hello in Holland. That's really cool. We don't have any flavors for Doritos. We have nacho cheese, spicy nacho, cool ranch, spicy cool ranch. Um, I think that's it. I can't think of any others.
What, Doritos?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm readjusting.
Yeah. And I still wanted to show them your handsome face. The dill pickle cool ranch.
That's like Lay's Canadian flavor.
Yeah.
We don't get a bunch of cool flavors, and when we do, sometimes they don't even slap.
Yeah, Jordan, we're making ourselves take a rest day. Our bodies are not up for working, and we're trying to make the best of it. Nacho cheese, zesty cheese, cool ranch, spicy nacho, jalapeno cheddar, intense roulette, sweet chili. Damn, that is a huge variety. I only know like half of those. Damn. Oh, and original. Yeah, Doritos are pretty bomb. Do you guys have a variety of Lay's potato chips? Because we got the original, the barbecue, sour cream and onion.
There's a spicy sour cream and onion now. I love all the spicy flavors. I'm a huge fan of capsaicin.
That is pretty funny. I don't know if I mentioned barbecue or not. Whoever set the cold air is going to burn. Damn. That sucks. 50% of Doritos is air. Yeah, we're the kind that grabs a few bags to measure which one seems to have the most and which ones have the most air. see there's still a few of you here, and I'm happy that you guys are here. If there's anything you guys want to talk about. I'd rather have one giant chip that takes up a bag, or a lot of little chips that fill up 2/5. I would get the giant one and I would break it apart myself. Diablo, you get original all dressed barbecue ketchup, salt and vinegar. I forgot about salt and vinegar. Sour cream and onions. I remember when I first tried salt and vinegar chips. I thought they were horrible, but I couldn't stop eating them. And it was funny. Me and a bunch of other kids were trying it, and they reacted similarly. Retail versus ramen. I can imagine it's horrible because there's a lot you could do with noodles. Look at this girl to like you again. She used to, but now she's gone cold. I would try to figure out if anything has changed in her life recently. Like if she just started to communicate with someone else or do something else, or if she's just very involved in her work and not paying attention to flirting and stuff now. Or it could be that she found somebody. It's hard to say, but I would suggest to you to be there for her and keep behaving the way you guys used to. That way you're predictable and reliable. At least that's my best guess at what would be best. Chili lime and shrimp. The chili lime part, yeah. But the shrimp. No, she was a fella. I had some interactions. I keep forgetting I wasn't raised like all the other bitches. A quick summation for me is I was homeschooled by an old school conservative mom, and I did not get enough socializing with other people as I was growing up. My only interactions were at church events, and once or twice a week PE. And the only kids living on my street were all younger than me, and the oldest of them was 3 years younger than me. So socially I am stunted. I know it would work for me, and I gotta remind myself that I'm not like the others. If I try to think as a different woman, pull back a bit. Keep doing your work, but pull back on the flirting and try to keep it more polite, work polite, not friendly. And I'm pretty sure if she cares at all, she'll notice. And if she doesn't notice, well then, she doesn't care. I just have sympathy for you because it hurts when your exes do stuff like that. And I'm praying that you'll be able to find a good one, and that you'll be able to develop good habits and good mindsets that Oh, I'm still connected. I guess I was away for a little while.
I hope it was unmuted.
They can't hear, so that's good. All right. I was on an important phone call and I had to step away for it. Okay, 3 types of soup and unsweet. Then yeah, that doesn't sound good. Jam sesh. I love that. Did I read a lot? Yeah, Nancy Drew mystery books. I would stay up late reading those. I couldn't get enough of them. For dinner. We're gonna see what they have. I've only had 2 previous relationships before I found my husband. Never married and never had kids. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. I imagine it has its pros and cons. Clock out an earthquake and milkshake. That's good. How can I tell she's noticing? Well, if she notices, she's gonna change her behavior around you too. Or she may even talk about it. I don't know. I'm not like other women, so I have a hard time thinking like other men. But I'll pray for you that you'll be able to find the right one. Thank you, Global. I appreciate you being here. If you're still here. Hold on, can't even hear us. Earthquake. Back your vibe. I've got cotton mouth right now. I actually should drink water. Get situated. Open the bottle.
Incoming message, Master.
Yes, I know. That audio was my phone notifying me that I have a phone appointment with one of my doctors. And I just got off of the check-in phone call. I'm happy that it didn't fully end the stream. It just made it lose connection for a while. Yeah, Global, if you want to be a mod, I trust you. You've been good to us.
Whom?
Global Reset.
Okay.
They've donated to us before.
Okay.
That's worse than having a 30-degree burn. Clothes that always stick to the burns. That sounds miserable. I've never gotten severely burned. Physical injury-wise, I've been pretty sheltered. Yeah, it's from Doctor Who. The robot voice that you heard is K9, the robotic dog who assists the Doctor in Doctor Who in fighting some bad aliens. And K9 gets a transmission from some other place. I'm too tired to remember. And so when he receives the message, he says, "Incoming message, Master," and then he delivers the message. And I always thought that was cute. And that would be fun to have that voice tell me if I got a notification. Oh, the one you have burnout. I think we're dealing with that too. Being out and about 10 to 12 hours a day in your car, 5 to 6 days a week is exhausting. And it's made it to feel even worse when you make less than $8 in an 11-hour shift. And that's right, I said less than $8. We rely on food orders being placed through DoorDash, and our job is to fulfill those orders. There's only so many orders to go around among all the other dashers that are wanting work too. And so all of us dashers are hurting more. And I would appreciate prayers that business would pick up again. My husband and I would like to earn our money, but we're putting in the work. It's just we're not getting paid for it, and it's rough. Thomas, you were already a bird. That's clever. But yeah, the one we're physically exhausted. Honestly, the healthiest thing in the world would probably be us being on a week vacation, but bills will not allow that. But good news. I don't know if you heard or not, but we got qualified for food stamps. It's nice to have money guaranteed to be used only on food, but it hurts our pride that we earn so little that we qualify for the food stamps. We're grateful for the help, but we're sad that we need the help. What about my pets? My clients have cut back on their vacations as well. The only client that we get somewhat regularly has a husky, 5 cats, all the fish in the fish tank in Finding Nemo, and a bunny. And it's nice because it's like living in a zoo. But they're the only clients that have been able to keep hiring us on, and it's been sporadic for them too. And it's rough. But you can only play the cards that you're dealt in life. And I'm learning how to laugh about it and not cry about it. Food stamps is a branch of welfare where if you earn less than a certain amount, the state gives you a debit card with the amount of food stamp benefits loaded onto the card. And you use the card whenever you buy anything that's food. And it will cover anything that's food up until all the balance is used up. And the balance gets refilled every 7th of the month. And so it's nice to have food security. You know, we don't have to worry about starving if things get even worse. But it's just hard to accept the reality that we're doing so poorly from inflation that we need and qualify for that. You kind of force out of the hospital. Oh, wow. Thomas, that sounds like a nightmare. Antibiotic appointment and pain meds. Yeah, those are a good way to go. Some people mistakenly use butter, but that just seals in the heat and makes your flesh cooked all buttery. What you want to do is cold water. Yeah, Vaseline is also helpful for that. But Thomas, I can only imagine how difficult it must have been to get off of opioids. I was fortunate in that they weren't worth the side effects for me. Yeah, the pain would go away mostly, but only mostly. And I'd be so loopy, I would not be able to help anybody with anything. And I had stomach troubles from it. So I'm fortunate in that my body rejected it, so I didn't have a chance to get addicted to it. My heart pours out to those trying to get free of that, or trying to stay free of that. I can only try to imagine how that must feel. Oh, it's me. I thank you very much for that kind comment. It helps to read kind words like that. It's just sad because before inflation hit, we could earn an easy $200 in one 10-hour shift. And it was damn near guaranteed every shift. Granted, there were some exceptions, but for the most part, we could expect about 200. And that was enough to cover everything and start a little move out of California fund. But inflation hit, and all that saved money went to bills. And we're behind still. And it's extremely stressful. So prayers that work will get busier are greatly appreciated. Try cold bath. Yeah, that would probably help. Opioids and steroids. Oh my. You you are incredible, Thomas, to be able to go through all that. Wow, that's a lot. I'm getting bad dry mouth. And my lips are getting stuck to my teeth. Okay, I love you.
I love more.
I love you most. You quit cold turkey on top. That is extremely impressive. I would imagine you'd be very sick for a while. Yeah, $200 US in one 10-hour shift. Now we have to work 12-hour shifts, and we are lucky if we break 100. The other day, we didn't even break $8 for 11 hours. So we really want prayers that work will get busy again for us. We want to earn our keep and not rely on the government for everything. Excuse me. But for real, Thomas, you're a huge inspiration to overcome all of that. You would be an extremely effective motivational speaker, I think. Because you've been through hell and back. And you're still here. And you've held on to your humor. That's extremely motivating and encouraging. Oh, you guys are sweet, and I appreciate that. In life, when you're thrown into shit water, you either learn how to swim through it or you drown in it. And it took me all too long to realize that laughter helps you swim through and out of it. Holding on to the sad and focusing only on the sad makes you drown in shit water. And you can be pulled out of the shit water, but you're going to deal with an infection and you're going to require help and treatment to get healthy again, but it's possible. And if you've been able to swim through it, a simple wash and you'll be fine. And that's how I like to think of life. And at the very end of it all, if you're able to keep going, you can inspire others to swim through it and not just let themselves drown. Canada has the rent of New York and the wages of Alabama. Oh, wow, that's horrible. I've I've read horror stories about New York. And I imagine Alabama wages are very low. I do something every day. I have to be heavily encouraged to do this, honestly. It's a new-ish habit for me. And it's getting easier. And you guys are helping. You're sick, I'm bound to suffer the heat wave. I don't know where, oh damn. Anyways, where we live in Central California, it reached 110 degrees for almost a whole freaking month. We are happy it's cold here for now. I'm watching The Walking Dead and there's a heartfelt moment right now. If you haven't seen The Walking Dead, I highly recommend it. Thank you, Thomas. We love you and we appreciate you being a real one. We hope you have a good night and that tomorrow goes great for you.
Throw me a frickin'.
Well, whoever's left here, I'm happy that you're still here too. I am going to be ending the stream in 5 minutes because I am worn out. But you all have made it worth my while to spend almost 3 hours and 20 minutes with you guys. And you've made it fun for us too, man. Really, you have. In the episode of The Walking Dead that we're watching right now, the CDC super secure room, the self-destruct sequence got triggered and it all blew up. A few chose to stay and die in the explosion, and the rest chose to leave and live. They made the fire look real. Fire always catches my eye. Hope you get some good rest too, Thomas. Oh, Diablo, you're gonna smoke with your brother? Nice. Smoking with others is always fun. Well, I think I'm gonna end it now, but thank you for being here and for staying as long as you have. And it was nice to meet you, the one. And I'm praying for you that things will get better. Well, it's be fair, they had their samples in a super secure lab, and the entire building seals off from the outside world. It was great seeing you guys. I love you all. I'm praying for you all. I hope you guys have a good night and a great day tomorrow. Be good to each other.